Morning, everybody. Thursday morning, rainy morning, yes again. Tends to be rainy first thing, and it brightens up later, which is okay. I'm just looking. Got a picture of Alfie and myself on my table there, which I love it. Right by my bed. Anyway, I've popped on for a couple of reasons. Again, I didn't sleep much last night, and I've got bit of a headache, eyes, throat, which you can hear again, and I think it's to do with probably with the hay fever season presenting itself. So you'll have to excuse me, I'm a bit throaty. So there was a couple of things I wanted to come on here for, a couple of reasons. I watched a few videos, two of which I want to comment on. I haven't commented on the videos themselves in the comment section, so I'll comment here. The one video was by TT, otherwise known as Truthfully Trish. And this lady, if you don't know, has had a lot of problems on YouTube. She's about to go to court at some stage to answer charges of cyberbullying, etc., etc. And she's making things worse for herself a lot of the time, coming on and making videos and being a bit hysterical. But this video that I saw last night, it's something that I've read about before, and I suppose it can be effective in that you write your troubles down, not pack them up in your old kit bag as the song goes, but you write them on a piece of paper. In her case, it was all the dark secrets. And you put them in a hearth. In her case, it was a saucepan. And you burn them. And you watch them burn to ash. So that's what she did. Talking all the while, you know, little preacher voice. And I want to say this. Don't mess with other people's beliefs or pretend that you have any beliefs at all when you are actually behind the screens, pulling the strings and manipulating people left, right and centre. It happens a lot on YouTube, but when somebody comes on and they purport to have similar beliefs to myself, I find it offensive. And offensive that she still has so many followers left who believe in her. So that was one thing I wanted to comment on. And I hope your trial goes well. I really do, because I think that what you need more than anything is a little psychiatric intervention, and that's not being nasty. I really do. You said you have all these psychiatric problems. Well, your husband needs to help you get them sorted out. The other video was by, excuse me, TPM, in which, Trailer Park Mum, in which she was shouting and she was ranting about all her haters. I didn't see any hateful comments. Maybe she removed them, I don't know. And I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. What I do know is that there are some very good people who still feel sorry for her after all that's happened. And the ranting and the shouting that you're doing must offend them, because when you put out a video like that, it's aimed at everyone. Whether you think they hate you, which is a very, very strong word to use, or whether they're people just with comments that might differ from your own. You know, I remember somebody mentioning that why doesn't your husband go out to work or you go out to work? And my goodness, you didn't like that. You got people onto that. Just as you got Crystal Meth Machine Gun, that pedophile who shouldn't be on YouTube, to attack me. So for all your godliness, you need to look into your heart and ask yourself a few questions. But my advice to you would be not to put out videos like that. It offends people who haven't done a dicky bird or said a dicky bird to you. They've said nothing. And yet that video is aimed at them also. So those were the two videos that just got up my nose a little bit last night. Now for the positive. I do try to, and it's becoming easier to live as I preach, to live the life I should be living, to give as I should be giving, to practice Tonglen, if you've heard of that, Tonglen, which is a Buddhist event, whereby you give selflessly of your mind, of your joy, of your love, of your help to others who need it, putting them first. And I definitely do it with Alfie. I do it with my children. I do it to an extent with other people. I try to give as much as I can. My priority is always Alfie and my family, always will be. But I do give as much as I can. Tonglen is something that if you haven't practiced it or if you're new to it, as I am, you should practice on yourself first. You know, there's so much self-hate in this world. We have, all of us, you know, we can look at ourselves and almost with contempt think that there's something wrong with our face, our body, our voice, just something wrong with us. And it sort of creates and nurtures self-hatred. That's something that needs to be gotten rid of in all of us. That self-hatred and contempt for oneself. So that's where Tonglen comes in. You practice it first on yourself. All your love, all your creativity, all your joy, all your mindfulness, all your giving, all your love and thankfulness for the world itself. Bring that all together and direct it towards yourself. Since I've been doing the meditation tapes, as I've said, I have noticed a change in me. And I'm about, because I'm a little early this morning, unless this video is a mess and I have to redo it, which I don't want to. I've got my earphones ready to listen to Michael Seeley meditation for half an hour, or Rasa Lukashuti, I think that's how you pronounce her name. So I'm going to listen to 1.5 hour meditation tapes, put me in the right frame of mind for Alfie, and I've got a management meeting there this morning also, so put me in the right frame of mind for that. I'd welcome the positive vibes, please. And I may be back later to talk a little bit about Tonglen, give you some more information about it, and about other things that you can do to make your life a more comfortable experience, a more comfortable place. You know, if you're in a room with no doors, only your chair, only your thoughts, only your mind. You can't exit that room. There's no doors, there's no windows, there's a chair. Sit on that chair and address your problems. That's all you can do. I'll be back later. Lots of love.